Greetings. If you're watching from Facebook, greetings. If you're watching from my YouTube channel, greetings. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified each time a new video is posted. Well, some NYCHA tenants in Manhattan have been patiently waiting for a new boiler for their development, all while the smoke continues to ooze into their apartment, leaving black smoke on the bed sheets and the window blinds.
There are health concerns in East Harlem over a mobile boiler and a black tar that's been forming in residents' homes. The city had said the boiler would be removed within months, yet 1 year later, it's still there. Residents tell CBS2's Lisa Rosner the problem has gotten worse.
This is the mobile boiler placed outside NYCHA's Metro North Plaza houses September 2023 versus September 2022. The same dark smoke fills the air on East 102nd Street between 1st and 2nd Avenues and seeps into the apartments facing the street.
I had asthma before I moved in here, but now it's even worse. The smoke is darker and it's more consistent.
Marilyn Morales, who lives across the street in Section 8 housing, showed us the black tar-like substance on her windows and floors last year. It's still present. Recently, she says management gave her the kind of cleaning supplies used after a fire. And last week, a public housing inspector found the apartment failed to meet air quality standards.
They're literally killing us. And they claim that, oh, no, it's not dangerous. That's like me putting my head in the stove and smell the gas.
She says her grandchildren, who she watches regularly, have developed asthma, and she doesn't sleep in her bedroom because there's no AC there.
It's like my breathing changes, my anxiety changes, like it's too much.
In Spanish, Luisa Reyes tells us nobody knows anything, and her electric bill has tripled because she has to run AC all the time. Last year, doctors told her she has spots on her lungs, and she says she has no family history of that.
So she's basically thinking it's that because of her trouble breathing.
The temporary boiler has been there going on 8 years. A NYCHA spokesperson told us in part the agency is nearing completion of a $51 million project to construct a resilient heat and hot water plant, adding it expects to be complete by the heating season. Con Edison told us it's waiting on NYCHA to turn on service. There are 3 permits here, 1 from the Department of Transportation and 2 from the Department of Buildings. All of them are expired. The most recent one ran out in April. The city didn't get back to us about the expired permits, but after we pressed NYCHA, a spokesperson then said staff would be trained on using the new boiler system next week, adding the mobile boiler will remain on site for a brief period as a backup while we confirm that the new plant is fully operational. A spokesperson for Phipps Housing, which manages the Section 8 building across the street, said it's also been urging NYCHA to remove the boiler immediately. Residents wonder, will NYCHA keep its word so they can open their windows again? In East Harlem, Lisa Rosner, CBS 2 News.
Now, the federal monitor that oversees NYCHA says they are aware of the problems that are a result of extensive damage to the heating systems from Hurricane Sandy. They added that temporary boilers are not a long-term solution, and they're focusing on making sure the much-needed improvements are made. Everyone is waiting, apparently.
How does any city official look at this and sit silently and tolerate the delays being given by NYCHA? Why is this still even a problem when the initial damage occurred during Hurricane Sandy and loads of money were given for the damage caused? I think it's safe to say that they've totally abandoned their developments in need of extensive repairs. Because even when money is given to fix an issue, it never seems to be applied. It just sits there while NYCHA continues to say that it's broke. I hope those tenants file a lawsuit for the hazardous material floating into their home, leaving a black residue for which children are being subjected to. Because if they can bar NYCHA residents from smoking inside their apartments due to the hazards of secondhand smoke, then why don't they give a damn about that smoke, which appears to have left spots on the lungs of a tenant?